Guys, so today I'm gonna be doing a chatty get ready with me. I'm not sure why I'm holding my Real Technique sponge in my hand. Happens. First I'm gonna start with my little sample. It's a Toofaced Hangover primer, and I do like the dewiness that it gives to my face, but I'm not sure if it breaks me out. I'm really happy with how my foundation sits on my face when I use this primer. Plus it smells of coconut. It's so good. For foundation today, I'm gonna be using the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 120. Just gonna pump it at the back of my hand and dot my face. Then I'm going to grab my BH Cosmetics 123 brush and buff out the foundation on my face. I know, by the way, that the foundation is darker than my skin on my face, but I have been trying to match the foundation to my body, but from what I can see, I'm losing all types of tan on my body as well, so I think it's a little bit darker for me. I'm gonna try to lighten it up later with some concealer in the T-zone. Hopefully that will give it the light that it needs. Yeah, that definitely doesn't match, but gotta live with it. Next up, I'm gonna go in with this Max Factor color corrector stick, and it's their pink one. I'm not sure it's gonna do exactly what I want because it's the pink one, it's not the Pete's one that's meant to be diffusing dark circles, but I'm just gonna try with this pink one and see if it works. I'm just gonna blend it out with my hand. Now I'm just gonna go in with the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and that's in the shade 15. And I'm gonna go right on top of that color correcting that we did. Then I'm gonna grab my Real Technique sponge and I'm gonna buff this under my eyes. Whatever I have left on my sponge, I'm gonna put on my lid so I can use it as a primer for my eyeshadows. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Then I'm just gonna add some on my, ooh, it's a lot. I'm gonna add some on my forehead just to lighten up the complexion because I used a little bit too dark of a foundation on my face, so let's do it like this. I'm gonna use my sponge again and not my brush. On the center of the nose and the chin. Now I'm gonna go into the WetnWild Wet n Wild Contouring Palette, and I'm just gonna use this light shade right here, and I'm gonna use it with my sponge. So basically all I'm gonna do is dip my sponge in there and then go and set the concealer with that. I have found that this way I don't get as many creases as I do if I set it with the brush. And then I'm just gonna go into my smaller brush. This is 125 by BH Cosmetics. Just gonna dip into the same brush and set the areas where we applied concealer. And I'm just gonna go over where I went with my sponge as well, just to make sure there's no excess powder. And on the forehead where we put the concealer as well. So basically everywhere that we use this concealer, I'm gonna be setting with this lighter powder. Looking good so far. Now for the rest of my face, I'm gonna be grabbing a Zoeva 101 and my MAC Studio Fix in the color C3, and I'm gonna set the rest of my face with that. I'm just gonna use a very light hand with this and just set the rest of my face where I didn't set with the other powder. Oh my god! My eyelashes are dropping all over the place and I don't have many. Now that I've got all these powders on my face, I'm gonna give it a quick spray with the Dewy Finish Setting Spray by NYX. Moving on to the eyes. I wasn't really sure what I was gonna do until now, but I think we're gonna play with some purple, brownish, you know, fall colors. I'm gonna give a go to the Calri Bybel palette because I saw these colors inside and I immediately fell in love with them. Like these three up here. Come on. They're so gorgeous and they scream fall. So starting with the lightest shade here and a dense crease brush, I'm just gonna set my whole eyelid with that and the crease area. Now I'm going to grab a Zoeva 227 and I'm gonna grab the, I'm gonna grab the first transition color, which is this one right here. It's kind of a very cool toned brown, a bit warm toned, you know what I mean. So I'm just gonna grab this color and run it on my crease. Now I'm taking this one quite far out because I think I want to do like a faded cat crease, a soft cat crease, something along these lines. P.S. This look requires a lot of blending. Next, I'm gonna grab a more dense crease brush. This is the Zoeva 231 and I'm gonna grab the next color on the line, which is this very dusty pink purple, and I'm gonna focus that right towards the bottom of the crease to deepen and emphasize that crease a little bit more. I'm just gonna keep on going until I build up the color where I like it. You can build up the color as much or as little as you like. So now that I've placed the color exactly where I want it, I'm gonna go back to my other crease brush. This one, the one that we applied the brown with. I'm gonna grab a little tiny bit more of the brown and I'm gonna try to basically blend the edges of the color that we just applied. Now I'm gonna grab a pencil brush, and this one is the Zoeva 230, and I'm gonna grab the darkest color in the palette, which is this one right here, or maybe this one is the darkest. Anyway, the darkest purple in the palette, and I'm gonna focus this right in my crease. For this, you basically want to look straight and see exactly where your crease is. If you don't have a crease, that's much easier for you. You can create it wherever you want on your eye. Back to the same blending brush and blend this out. I think we're looking good, and I'm just gonna go back with the pencil brush and intensify the purple a tiny bit more. Back with the blending brush and buff the color out. Now I'm gonna go back to my concealer, and I grabbed a little BH Cosmetics brush. It's like really tiny, and I'm going to attempt to softly cut the crease. Okay, so that definitely is not the best, but it's gonna look much better when we put eyeshadow on. I wanted to find a kind of pinky-ish shade to go on top of that, and I resorted to the Naked 3 palette, but I'm not sure which color to use. Shall I use Buzz or shall I use Burnout? I think I'm gonna be using Burnout. I'm also gonna be applying it with my fingers. Just to intensify it a little bit more, I'm gonna grab my NYX Dewy Finish Spray, And I'm gonna spray my, I was gonna say pencil, I'm gonna spray my brush. Then I'm gonna dip it back into Burnout and I'm gonna pat it on. Alright, so now that I quite like the way the eyes have turned out, I'm just gonna move on to the lower lash line. I'm going to go in with this one over here first, and I'm going to grab a pencil brush, and this is the BH Cosmetics 132. And to buff this out, I'm grabbing a dense crease brush, and I'm gonna go into that cool toned brown again. Gonna go into the very, very dark purple that we use on top of our eye and use it right in the outer corner of my eye. And I'm gonna grab the first pencil brush that we used back into that purple and kind of smudge it out a little. Now for my inner corner highlight, I'm gonna go back to the Calri Bybel palette and I'm gonna grab this highlighting shade up here. That is a very, very pretty highlighting shade. Wow. To further smoke out the lower lash line, I'm going to be using this Essence Longlasting Eye Pencil in Hot Chocolate. Then back to the pencil brush, I'm just going to smudge this. Just remember that I completely forgot to highlight my brow bone. So I'm going to grab this same highlighting shade from the Calri Bybel palette, this one here. Just dip my finger into it and I'm just gonna apply this on my brow bone. Now I'm gonna move on to eyeliner and I'm gonna be using the usual Radiant Fine Eyeliner in black. Next, I'm gonna curl my lashes and give them a quick coat of mascara because we're gonna be applying falsies. So I'm gonna be applying today the Ardell Demi Wispies, and we all know I can't apply false lashes on camera because I suck at it, so I'm gonna be right back, put my lashes on, and I'll be back. Okay, so now I've got my eyelashes on, so let's move on to the rest of the face. And like I said today, I wanted to do like a lot of contouring and stuff. So I'm just gonna quickly jump into my NYX Contouring Palette, which I really love. And as you can see, I've hit pat on this one and this one. Not pat, pan, damn it. For the contouring part, I'm going to grab this BH Cosmetics brush, which is like angled brush, I guess. I'm going to dip into this shade right here and attempt to contour. I'm also gonna do a little bit at my temples and the forehead. So my camera just died on me and I needed to charge it and wait. So in the meantime, I did my eyebrows because it's a boring part anyway and it's the same routine over and over again. So I just used the Essence Top Coat for eyebrows to set my eyebrows. Duh. And the 17 eyebrow pencil in Real Brown. And now I'm going to attempt to contour my nose. So for my nose, I'm actually going to use this BH Cosmetics 127 brush. It's really, really thin and I think it's going to help with my nose. And back to the NYX Contour Kit, and I'm grabbing this color as well that I used on my cheekbones. Now I'm just gonna jump into a fully clean blending brush and I'm just gonna try to kind of blend the harsh edges away. Now it's time for blush and I'm gonna be using my, ooh, I can't open it. Now I'm gonna be using my BH Cosmetics blush palette. This is the Glamorous one, I think. Let me see. Yeah, this is the Glamorous one. And I think I'm gonna go for this color right here to kind of match the whole theme of the pinks that we have. And I'm going to use the BH Cosmetics V2 brush and I've been loving this. If you can get your hands on one of these brushes, they are super, super soft. They're so nice. So I'm basically just going to focus the blush on my cheek and towards the back of my face. Oh, I really like this color though, it looks so pretty. Moving on to my favorite part, highlight, and I'm gonna be using the Sleek makeup palette in Solstice. Yeah, in Solstice, and I think I'm gonna go in with this color right here. Yes. Now to finish off the look, I'm gonna go with autumn pinky shade. You know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go with a dark color, and this one is the Golden Rose Long Stay Liquid Lipstick in the color, it doesn't have a color, but it has a number. So it's in the number 05. Yeah, 05. That pigment, that color, hello? Like, look how pigmented it is. What? You guys, oh my god, I got lipstick on my teeth. You guys, that is one dip into liquid lipstick. I know this is a horrible application. We're gonna fix it with concealer, don't worry, but if you have a chance, definitely check Golden Rose liquid lipsticks out because they are amazing. They are super inexpensive and they are creamy on your lips. They dry down to a complete matte. Actually, I've talked about them in my previous haul, so I'm gonna link my haul down below if you're interested, guys. But definitely check them out. There's also links in my whole video for where you can find them. So yeah, I'm gonna link the previous haul down below in the description. So if you want to check them out, that's where you can find them. So yeah, that's it for this video. I am super happy again. Oh my god, I'm just looking at the highlight and I'm like, ah, what? If you do recreate this look, please don't forget to tag me on my social media. I will have everything in the description down below. So yeah, thank you so much guys for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed these chatty get ready with me's, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more. As for us, I'll see you on the next one. Bye!